up, students? So, like some things about me, I'm 32 years old. I've been married about to be 10 years this summer, and I have children. How many children, you ask? Well, why don't you just guess? Hold up on your hand how many kids that you think I have. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, listen, I have 7 kids. I know, it's crazy. Just kidding, I'm lying. I only have 4, which to be honest, still seems like 7 most of the time. Counting my wife and I, my family could play an entire side in a volleyball game. We'd have subs if we were playing basketball. If we stood on each other's shoulders, we could probably touch, like, I don't know, the ceiling of like a normal sized room. My kids aren't that tall, so if I stood on them, we don't actually reach that high. Now, all my kids are 6 and under. And all are in different phases of the figuring out how to talk phase. It's cute, they stumble through words and they yell gibberish at each other. But eventually, every young child pivots to the stage that is the parent's worst nightmare. It's the why phase. This phrase is the actual worst. It doesn't matter what you tell your kid, they just hit you with why. Put your shoes on, why? Because we're going to the store, I don't want people to think we're homeless. Eat your vegetables, why? Because Big Vegetable says they make you healthy. Hey, stop sitting on your little brother, why? Because you're huge and you're gonna squish him. Go to bed, why? Because you're a crazy person, I need some alone time. Listen, you get the picture. Kids just want to know why. But I'll let you in on a little secret. You wanna know why too, don't you? You're just hopefully less annoying when you ask about it. Hey, why do I have to go to Weird Uncle Phil's house on Saturday? Hey, why do I have to watch my little sister's basketball game? Hey, why do I have to go to school? I'm gonna be a professional YouTuber anyways. Okay, actually, I just realized that you're just as annoying as little kids, which doesn't bode well for me as a future parent of growing kids. I think there is an actual legit reason, though, why we ask why questions. I truly believe that we're most bought into a concept when we understand the why behind it. If we can wrap our brains about why we are doing something, we are usually way more down to do the thing they're asking us to do. So, here's a behind the curtain look at CCV Students. Here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna explain the why behind the things we do at CCV Students in junior high. For the brand new 7th graders, think of this as a proper introduction, a welcome to the team talk. For you old 8th grade students, think of this as your Wizard of Oz moment, your peek behind the curtain. It's your chance to buy into the why of CCV Students. Because guess what? You're the leaders now. And as your first act of leadership, let's all boo the 7th graders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boo. Okay, wait. Stop, listen, get it out of your system. You were literally 7th graders 7 days ago. From now on, you 8th graders better treat those new Sevies like rock stars, because don't miss this. One of the goals of following Jesus is to treat people like Jesus. And as much as we'd love to see it, I doubt Jesus would be booing 7th graders. So here's the why behind the things we do at CCV Students in a junior high service. The first thing is this: we have fun. We want to create a space that you and your friends can show up and laugh and hang and compete in wild activities. It's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese scenario where a kid can be a kid without like the creepy animatronic mice. Our goal is that when you leave on every Saturday night, you can, without fail, say that you did something fun. Well, why do we do that? Because we know that you are way more likely to keep doing something if you're having fun. Another thing we do is we worship. We make sure that every single week we set aside time to celebrate who Jesus is through the act of worship. And you can worship Jesus doing all sorts of things, playing sports, working hard, praying, or reading your Bible, but we make sure to spend time weekly setting our prayers to melody. And why? Because we know that one of the best ways to remember something is to put it to a song. We choose to worship through music because we know the power that music has to help us understand and reflect on the truth of Jesus. Another thing we do is we take communion. Every week we grab these little cups of bread and juice and we eat and drink them together, followed by some type of prayer and reflection. And why do we do that? Because Jesus did this. The last time Jesus ate his meal with the disciples before he was crucified, he sat down and he broke bread with them as a reminder of his body that was about to be broken on the cross. And they drank juice together as a reminder of the blood that he was about to share. See, communion is a chance for us weekly to reflect on the amazing gift that Jesus gave us on the cross. Another thing we do is we do groups. Every single week we hang with your coaches. Hey, right now, actually, just punch your coach in the arm quick. Just, yeah, make the more awkward sound. Why do we do this? Because we want you to do life with someone. And we know that you won't remember anything I'm saying, but you will remember the coach that sat next to you every week for 2 years. And lastly, we do big, crazy events. Every once in a while, we'll do something crazy. Water balloons, dodgeball, scavenger hunt, food fight, whatever, you name it. Why? Because bring it in for a second. We want you to invite your friends. When we create killer experiences, the goal of all these is hopefully to build something that you want to invite your friends to. See, when you choose to follow Jesus, you're called to two things. One, to be more like Jesus, and the second thing is to point other people to Jesus. See, really, you're called to be Christ-centered difference makers, but we'll talk about that a little bit more in the next few weeks. In junior high at CCV Students, we want to create a Saturday night experience that gives you an opportunity to become both of those things. But we also want to make sure that we build a space that encourages you to invite your friends. See, this place isn't just for you, it's for your friends too. Check out what Jesus has to say in Mark. When Jesus heard this, he told them, healthy people don't need a doctor, sick people do. I have come to call not those who think they are righteous, but those who know they are sinners. Guys, we didn't build this church for church people. We built this church so church people could invite not church people to come to it. And so how can you make sure that you stay engaged at this place? 3 things for you, really easy. 1, be here, show up, be a part of what we're doing, lean in, pay attention while you're here. Don't just sit here and mess around the whole time. And lastly, bring people. Invite your friends to this place. If you're having a great time, isn't it kind of selfish to not bring someone along for the ride? What if we all bought into all this stuff? What do you think could happen? I'm not exactly sure, but imagine this. Look around your room, look around your space. What if so many people showed up that you had to tear down the walls? What if you had to meet outside? What if you had to build a whole new building? Like, what if the group of people sitting around your cube bought into being Christ-centered difference makers? And because of that, you changed the community you're a part of. CCV students, I think that the sky is the limit for us. Let's be students that buy into what's going on here. Let's be Christ-centered difference makers.